Hey guys, welcome to this video guide. I'm going to show you guys the build that I mentioned in the previous video where I show gameplay of how OP this build is with the minigun, the shredder build. You can literally one-shot anything in the game, whether it's boss, mobs, you name it. Everything is pretty much, you can like one hit KO it almost immediately. Especially the robot at the raid, really good for that. Now you do require to be a ghoul in order to get this build working correctly. So here we go guys, I'm going to show you guys the build. This is how you should set it up. You can either run vampires for the first star mod or anti-armor. I personally like anti-armor for the extra damage, but you definitely want to get the bash damage for the 2-star. And want to pair up strength with it for the 3-star. As far as the 4-star, you want pinpointers. It is the best mod for this weapon. You want a tri-barrel, gunner sight. If you want, you don't have to put a sight on it. Of course, the most important one, the shredder. You want to mod it with the shredder. And yeah, that's all you need really for the gun. Thing smacks. Okay guys, we're gonna run down through the gear. I do run the Vulcan armor set fully. I think for this one, for the helmet, I only have the intelligence. And that's to get a little bit extra more intel, but apart from that, helmet doesn't matter too much. Now for the left leg, this is what I have. Troubleshooter, strength, sentinel, reflective, calibrated shocks. For the right leg, I have troubleshooter, strength, through hikers, reflective, calibrated shocks. For the torso, we want the troubleshooter, strength, true hikers, miasma, and the jetpack. For the left arm, we want troubleshooter, strength, true hiker, bruisers. You can change the boosters. I haven't changed mine. I would probably do another miasma or really almost anything works. Reflective for sure for the tankiness, or the tanky one for more tankier. They all work. There's many options for this one. I still have the old setup for the robot, so I didn't change it, but it still works. And of course, ultra sight brazers. Um, and then for the last one, we have the right arm, and it's troubleshooter, strength, true hiker, reflective, and ultra sight brazers. Um, that's pretty much what I run on mine. Like I say, you can change a couple of those last 4-star mods on them. That's what I personally run on mine. That's the armor. Alright guys, so for the cards, this is the setup we definitely want. We want 15 points in strength, 3 in perception, 15 endurance, 6 charisma, 10 intelligence, agility 12, luck 15. And as for the cards, we want strong bag for strength, traveling pharmacy, basher, barbarian, blocker, radioactive strength, and brick wall are the most important ones. Sure to have those. For perception, ground pounder. For endurance, we want life giver, ironclad, true hiker, bullet shield, fireproof, glowing gut. For charisma, we want strange in numbers, tenderizer, united ordeal, another important one. For intel, we want stabilize, batteries included, gunsmith. For agility, we want modern renegade, cobra operative, gunslinger, and gun tricks. And then for the luck ones, we want better criticals, ricochet, 4-leaf clover, class freak, curator, young shield, good with salt, and faulty spots. That one is a must. And critical saving. So that is the car setup. And then for the legendary perk cars, we definitely want legendary agility, taking one for the team, intel, luck, endurance, and strength. All maxed out. Alright guys, next up I'm going to show you guys the basic build for this to start you off. So special. This is before legendary perk cards. So this is the setup you want. 15 in strength, 3 in perception, 10 endurance, 6 charisma, 5 intel, 7 agility, 10 in luck. That's the point placement without the legendary perk cards, if you need it. Alright guys, as far as the stats, you want at least between 35 to 43 unbuffed strength. That's what you're looking for, without any buffs. Right now I'm running a couple buffs like the buff tats. And I am missing the stake, which gives me another 5. Or anything that gives you strength pretty much you can use to buff it up. You want between 48 and 55 strength. Once you have that strength, you can solo the robot. You can, if you're doing it in a group, you can literally like kill the robot in 3 seconds. It's so fast. You also want to be a ghoul. And as for the ghoul, to keep your glow activated at all times. If you're struggling with the goo because it weighs a lot or such and such, I recommend using toxic water. It weighs less, which it also gives you rads and a decent amount, so you don't have to struggle with that. And that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the build and have fun raiding and killing whatever comes your way. Scorch Beast Queen, you name it, whatever. The damage is crazy, as you saw in my previous video. Oh, one key thing, do not equip any ammo with this weapon. Otherwise you won't do the damage. You don't use ammo. So get the damage. Thank you. And see you guys in the next one.